Is Ireland and Scotland connected during the medieval period? At the very start of the medieval period, the Scotti, as the Roman Britons refer to them as, start to invade and take over what we call modern day Scotland, but back then was called Pigland. Now we know where the name originates from. Coming to the end of the early medieval period, Scotland is unified. However, going into the High Middle Ages, they're threatened by the Normans. So, the King of the Scots, King David, invites in the Normans and lets them occupy the lowlands of Scotland. And the original Gaelic people, that at the time we called the Scothi, and by us called the Gaelic, they still occupy the Highlands and are still heavily connected to Ireland. Why? Because when the Scandinavians arrived, they connected themselves with marriage alliances, fosterage, and various other means, married into the local population, and became the likes of the Gaul Gael, the Hiberno-Scandinavians, the Gaelic Norse, and with that they brought their technology, such as longboats. And longboats were much more faster than just walking on your feet, because, did you know, cars weren't invented. So it was much more easier to travel from the Highlands of Scotland over to Ireland. And it gets even more connected with the Norwegian-Scottish War. Many of the Highlanders were very much still connected to the Scandinavian world. And so when the King of Norway declared war with the King of Scotland, many of the Highlanders actually joined the side of the Norwegians against the Scottish king. And so when they lost the war, many of them, like the MacSwiney, ended up going over and immigrating over to Ireland. Especially at the time when the Gaelic Irish are at war with the English, and that means there's plenty of work for the Gallowglass in Ireland. However, at the start of the Scottish War of Independence, the Scottish also go to war with the English, and that means the Gallowglass, who are still in Scotland, can go between both the Gaelic Irish world to fight the English and the Scottish world to also fight the English. So you can see between fast travelling and the rival of the Gallowglass and even family ties, the Gaelic world of the Irish and the Scots are very much connected.